everybody, my name is Sleepy Rain, or whatever the hell you want to call me, and I'm doing the intro for this, which feels wrong because we're in Long Way Home vibe, but this is my channel, this is my home, this is my place, and we're doing a talkback show for a D&D game that we ran, and by the time this VOD is produced, all of the other episodes will be on the YouTube, so, like, go watch the episodes. Why would you start with this? If you are starting with this, honestly, I respect you.
Some people just like to be contrary.
Mary, quite contrary. And I have my jingling keys for you all in the form of shiny hunting. I need to make eggs.
Egg.
You guys should introduce yourselves while I type, starting with B.
Hi, I'm B. Was the DM for the Long Way Home. I am also a regular here. I do a lot of stuff. I'm gonna be DMing a new thing soon. Yeah. I also have books on the DM's Guild. You should go check that out. There's a new book that I took part in, called, Adventures and Delves. It is a book full of 5-room dungeons where you can get ready-made Delves and Journeys. Sorry, my bad. Where you can get 36 ready-made 5-room dungeons. From a bunch of different authors and writers. I'll tell you, there's a really cool one. One of them is a one-shot that is written out like a comic book.
Oh, that's cute.
You run it in a comic book style. Yeah, it's super cute. And so it has all the NPCs, all the maps and stuff just through the comic. There's a bunch of other really cool stuff too. I composed 2 adventures for the book. One at 1st to 2nd level and one at 4th to 5th.
Alrighty, who's next?
I can go.
Go for it.
Hello, I'm Becca. I was playing Kithri. And I'm not really involved with anything other than supporting these cool people.
That's fine.
Yeah.
And finally, Brodingles.
Hello, it is I am Brodingles. I do things, but nothing that I could actually promote. I played Reuben, who is Reuben, our local paladin. Yeah, I'm so vibing right now, and I'm glad to be talking about this. Like, genuinely, that's not ironic. I just sound like I've just woken up from a 1,000-year slumber. So just acknowledging that, so no one asks me why.
That's fair.
No, makes sense.
Also, if you get motion sick, be careful if you watch the stream, because I need to get the eggs, which involves running around in circles.
Yeah, I just looked over at the stream just now and was like, I don't get motion sick. I'm wrong. I don't know myself very well. I'm gonna not look at that.
Wow.
I think I actually need to make a sandwich. But B is gonna be handling the host. What do you mean, bro? Sounds like they're in a Claritin ad. Oh, I do still have my egg power. Nice.
Egg power?
Make egg faster. Hatch egg faster.
I see.
But, I finished spreading the link, so it's up to B to host at this point.
Okay. 1 second to get up the Twitch.
Oh, well, I've been given a question. I have done, some of the snail raids. Hi, hello.
I want to do more snail raids.
Oh, maybe you can join me.
I'd love to. So, they are doing terror raids where you have a chance of getting a shiny of a Pokemon that has until now been shiny locked. And it is a snail.
But focus in.
Yes. Anyway. So, we are going to be answering your questions that you put either in our Discord server or that you put in chat. So if you have questions about the campaign, about the world of Terra, about what inspired the players to make their characters, anything like that, put it in the chat or in here, and I'll get to them when I get to them. I'm going to start with the ones in the Discord server, but please put things in the chat. Keep this conversation going if you have anything you want to know. Even if it's not properly a question, like, just like, give me a fun fact about XYZ, or I want to know about this. All of that is valid and on the table.
You can also ask about, like, production side of things.
Yeah, because Sleepy did a ton of production work, as did Juno. So, like, if you want to know what went into making our little six shot, if you will, ask away. Everything's on the table, except the stuff we say isn't. Anyway, with that, and good. Let's get into the questions, yeah?
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
So I'm going to open on some from the Discord to give chat enough time to put some together.
Okay.
In Long Way Home Talkback thread, we have okay, so this one is for all the player characters, so we'll go with this one. Pastry Puff asks, what were the inspirations behind your player characters? If anyone wants to go first.
I'll go. Because I have this kind of on lock. Casanova was made specifically for the Long Way Home. I have been in the habit of reusing a lot of old characters, because I've made a bunch that I've never used. But when this originally was pitched, the game itself was pitched, it was, we are going to be doing something based off of, like, the Epic, the Odyssey. That was the closet pitch that we all kind of focused on. But I kind of said nuts to that. I wanted to play, since I knew it was going to be a 6-shot, I wanted to play someone who, like, really didn't have too much of a backstory that I had to worry about. Because one of the things I love doing when I make characters is giving them, like, really big, convoluted, multi-layered backstories. It's just fun for me. It's what I like doing. I like having my everything be really intertwined with the plot. It just helps me connect to a game more, and then I get feral. So Cass was both made as, like, I want him to be simple and I want him to be related. And then B was like, here's some questions to help with character creation. What do you do on the boat? And I was like, well, the guy in my head doesn't really want to do anything on the boat. What if he just owned the boat and that was his job? So it turned into that. It also then came to be playing, like, what class I was going to do. Cass was built before I really knew what the class I was going to do. Everyone else kind of knew before me, and I was like, well, we have all of these casters. We basically have, like, every niche filled. Normally, I would play a bard. I don't want to play a bard. I really miss monk. I guess Cass could be a monk. The reason he's bright pink and flamboyant and everything, it just kind of happened. I decided I wanted to play a fish, even if I was going to be in the sky, because I owned a boat, and the fish owning a boat was funny. Why is he pink? Because I have been meaning to make a leafy sea dragon character. This part is a bit of a recycle, but not exactly. I've been meaning to make a leafy sea dragon character for years. I had an old Fire Emblem OC who was a pirate captain who had leafy sea dragon parts. So I just took that inspiration I've always had, because I loved, like, the frilly, ruffly everything, and put that into Cass. Also, I've never played a Triton before. So that is, like, the mix of dominoes that turned Casanova into Casanova. His name being more of the same, of just something that hit me one day.
It's great. I love Cass.
Cass is so good.
Cass is so good. Becca, do you want to go or do you want me to go?
I can go. So anyone who knows me, my default is I tend to end up Steppy boy! Sorry, I saw phalanx. I'm sorry. I love Steppy boy. So I have a tendency to lean into healer types. This goes back ages. To the fact that I even was determined to main Mercy in Overwatch because healer. Discovery is I suck at PS games. I can't figure out how to do the camera, so that never happened. But I was trying to think of something that would really support the party, and I decided that since it was a short thing, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go kind of my usual ship's doctory type, but we kind of also flavored it with her, because I designed her and made her ended up looking kind of artificery, but that she's a cleric, so we leaned into the idea that she helps like the people, but she also helps take care of the engine because the elemental engine is a living being. Her name, Kithri, is anyone who knows me knows I tend to default to Irish and Celtic sounding names. I just think they're neat. I do have Irish, like, ancestry, but it's not, like, super big thing. And she's a halfling because I thought it'd be fun to be short. I am short in real life, and I like halflings because I hadn't played one in, like, ever. So I thought that'd be fun to go with. And then Tempest Cleric is because that's why she's on the boat. She always felt a pull to the ocean and to storms and things like that. And so she wanted to... That's kind of what, like, led her to doing what she's doing. She does have some background. Her families run, like, a hotel inn thing on the ocean for, like, along the ocean for ages. But her uncle is a fisherman, and he's the one who really got her to, like, fall in love with the ocean and sailing, and it just kind of moved from being just sailing on water to also sailing in the sky. And she wanted to help.
Sense.
I'm fascinated by this sandwich.
Fucker!
That actually did scare me a little bit.
I'm so sorry.
I'm not watching the stream, so I have no idea what's going on.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Oh, do I need to go back to working on my puppet so I can fucking scream? And
No.
It's okay. It's okay. God. No. So for me, when it came to Reuben, so initially B and I were talking about like I was going to make a completely new character for the campaign. Completely different concept. In fact, we were going to make like an older, like kind of, I think, was it a dwarf or was it? It was a character. It was something that lived like a lot longer. Older, like kind of like oh my god, what's the one character from Arcane? I didn't watch Arcane, but
Heimerdinger.
I
Yeah.
love Heimerdinger.
Yeah, we were essentially gonna make a character that was just Heimerdinger, but something wasn't vibing. but also it's just I was busy. I had a lot, not busy. I wasn't busy at all. But like I had a lot of stuff going on, which is two different things.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I cannot dedicate as much energy as I'd like to into making a new character that I'll actually vibe with. Um,
Right.
so I was like, it's a six shot. So I dragged out my character Reuben, who I specifically made for a one shot that my cousin was doing. No. I made Reuben for a one shot that we were doing like a test to see like rapport for a stream I was gonna be on. Not a stream for what are they called? Not audio drama. It's an actual play.
Yes.
Yes, podcast. For a podcast I was going to be on. And we wanted to test like rapport of the people who were playing, so we did like a one shot. And I made Reuben under the idea of like, hey, I haven't played a paladin before. I think I would enjoy playing a paladin. I made them in like 10 minutes if I remember, because I forgot we were doing the one shot. Oh, so I get into the one shot and it's like the GM asked me like, yeah, so you're playing this character, okay? Who's your god? And I go like, shit. I forgot the most basic part of a paladin. So the thing is, I was running in another show at that point that had a pantheon of gods.
You can drop
So
names if you'd like. I don't care.
I'm not doing it for my own personal reasons.
That's fair. No, you're
yeah.
very allowed to that. I just wanted to let you know you are welcome to.
Yeah, thank you. It's like I don't want to bog down with lore. I feel like I'd end up bogging down with lore myself even.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, it's funnier if everybody's in my GM's position right now. When I just say, and he asks me like, who's your god? What are they god of? And I just go like, that's like, it's Kadath, and it's just like, okay, Kadath. What's Kadath god of? Life and death. So at that point, I'm just kind of like, it's like, okay, and then my GM is start talking to Kadath. It's really funny. This person has no idea anything about the podcast I'm in. So it's like, he has basically characterized Kadath. I'm just like, yeah, Kadath's just like a big whale. It's fine. So, it's like, so, we're playing on, we're doing things. It's like, Reuben's just like, I don't know how I should deal with this person. Kadath just comes down like, you should kill that guy. So it's like, essentially after I made the decision, I was like, yes, god of life and death. I initially had made a paladin, because we were doing a bank heist. I had initially made a paladin that was supposed to be like I don't know how I feel about this bank heist. But eventually it just became like I don't know how to feel about this bank heist. It's simply because I don't know if we're being efficient enough. it basically became like Reuben became this morally neutral, like I'm lady die if we get into this thing, because on a certain level the death does not matter. And I scared the party a lot, but also like Reuben was so effective in the entire like one shot that they were like, I don't know, I think I believe in Kadath now. So I ended up converting that table, playing in a different one shot with my cousin. Same shit. The weird language thing, that is a consistent Reubenism that it coming up, and I didn't think it was going to come up as a consistent Reubenism, I think. As in, like, because in that one shot, same shit, my cousin had based the entire one shot off the idea that none of us knew And I said, sir, he was like, what? And I was like, it's on my character. I had no idea you were going to do this. I just grabbed a character that I used for one shots. And then once again, Reuben ended up fucking up the entire one shot, but second table of Kadath convert. So when B asked me to do this, I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna take my one-shot character that I use exclusively for one-shots, and I'm gonna drag them into, also, I never did, like, a gender thing for Reuben. Even though both of these one-shots were in person, I never did a gender thing for Reuben, so, like, the fact that Reuben's gender is just Reuben is entirely just a product of me never saying anything about it or figuring it out, and Reuben just being like, yeah, I don't care. So that's where that is. So, B asked me to do a thing. I'm like, I'm just gonna grab my one-shot character that I don't have to care about, and I could just kind of pick up and plot places.
Guess who cares now, motherfucker?
This has never happened, not one time, with any character I've ever made, especially not for a tabletop. Not one time. Crazy. For the chat who doesn't know me as well, that's sarcasm.
So I'm hearing like a J name is coming into my subconscious.
See, I like how a J name is coming into your subconscious. When every other character is worse than him, actually.
Yeah, but it's the
But
easiest
also
one to
him.
reference.
He's a very good example.
Let me take the easy route, Brodingles.
I'm saying that I only just now realized that that's the easy route for you, because my immediate thought is, yes,
I love Sunil, though.
I specifically made Sunil Pandey to not care about him. Specifically, like, directly.
Things I would die for, Sunil Pandey.
I love Sunil.
You should let me put Sunil on stream. You should send me a picture of Sunil.
I'll send you a picture of Sunil for you to put on stream.
We should also find a picture of Kadath, just because I think it's really funny to post Kadath with no context and go, this was Reuben's original patron.
Do you want Kadath or shitpost Kadath? Those are two different Kadaths.
I think it's gotta be big, bold Kadath.
Kadath.
True. Alright, I will dig for these images.
Right.
Of course. I will dig for these images while we, I think, yeah.
We do have a question in the chat.
Shitpost Kadath.
I do love shitpost Kadath.
Is very important, however.
Yeah.
That can go in the Discord, though.
Yeah.
But we were asked, what song would each character have as their theme song?
Like, in general?
Yeah. I think you could also just reflavor that as what song do you really associate your character with? Cass is one of my few characters who never ended up with a playlist of any kind. I've never needed music to get into his headspace, but recently I've been super attaching him to Soda Pop.
That's funny, but also appropriate.
Right? Let's see. Time to open one more Zach. You know, since one of Long Way Home was epic/Odyssey coded, let me see if I can pick this up. Let me see. What would be one I'll pick from that, because similarly, like, I mean, I want big, massive playlists for my characters, but I always am so bad with putting those together. And so I didn't even bother with Kithri this time. Normally characters get at least 1 or 2 songs for them. I literally made a character have a, like, French ancestry because I heard this really pretty French lullaby/love song, and I went, I can picture my character singing this. That means she needs to know French, which means her mom is now French.
Base.
Oh yeah.
I hit the wrong button.
I dare you hit the wrong button.
This didn't really work the way I thought it would. I really thought one of the songs on the Epic soundtrack would jump out at me.
I think if Cass had a song on the Epic playlist, it would be There Are Other Ways, because that's funny.
That is funny.
Like, I really, really thought that something would jump out. The closest I can probably go with is We'll Be Fine.
Oh, Kithri will be fine.
Maybe?
I love that.
Okay, but we'll be fine, and it's Kithri and Ori, like, right before the fucking, dragon fights.
Aww. That's really cute, actually.
So, I also didn't have really I also didn't really have a song, at all. It was just funny. But, I was talking with Sleepy, like, we were DMing each other, like, oh, who are those? Hello.
We lost Becca for a second there.
No, I was DMing with Sleepy the other day, and I happened to be listening to a song by Louis Zong that kind of, like, it's a very recent one. It's, I don't remember the name of the song, so going to our DMs is not that high up. It's a little that high up.
I was about to say, we do DM a lot.
Like, we've been exploding in DMs for a little bit. Oh god, it's way higher than I thought it was! All these DMs are from yesterday!
Okay, I grisp you. Just look for links. Use the Discord search and go for links specifically, and it'll show right up.
I didn't link the song though. I sent it
Oh,
screenshot.
kits. Well, then you could just go for media, and then it's just pictures.
Oh my god. Fucking Discord, give me the option, please. Has image. Thank you. Fucking. There we go. I was looking for a black background.
Ones I want.
It just says the thing is Louison coded. It doesn't have the name of the fucking song.
Well, if you type the lyrics into Google.
Yeah. I know. This is really funny.
Hi.
Oh.
Hi.
So my
Still just
headphones
me.
did something
Okay.
really weird, and I couldn't hear anything at all.
Oh, weird.
So the last thing I heard people reacting, like the last time I heard sound was French, and then I said something about "we'll be fine," and then I heard nothing.
Oh
Oh,
no!
Oh no.
Well, Sleepy, you gotta say your base take again.
I was saying that "we'll be fine" is Kithri and Ori, right before they fight the dragons.
Oh my god, I love that. That's great. That's awesome.
Also, I was given a question, unless Bro wanted to talk about music more.
Oh no, I said it. It's called "Still Just Me" by Louison.
So I got the question there's one question related to production that I thought of. I know Sleepy drew Pia and the Plane of Shadows Anatole with directions from B. What was Sleepy's thought about those small bits of context before session, like expectations or things about how B ended up doing the character that surprised them? So this is a multi-layered question, because you gotta remember, I also did, the art for Oh My Sweet Baby Jesus, what is his name? Grandpa. I got so used to calling him... Kip, thank you.
I also got used to calling him Grandpa. It's okay.
Well, because I got so used to calling him Grandpa!
No, same. Yeah. I tried to say his name earlier. Didn't try, so...
Kip was funny. Because Kip I had a bit of context around because we were playing Epic Mickey at the time. And I knew that Kip's inclusion was directly because B was having a big Disney hyper-focus. And he was like, it's the Gremlins! It's the Gremlins!
A little bit, yeah.
So that made it a bit easier. Shadowfell Anatole was just scary. And I didn't know what to expect from that. Because I knew Anatole, obviously. Because Anatole is beautiful and perfect. But I also... I knew he was the stowaway child. I didn't know about who was a warlock. I knew stowaway child who is a warlock. So I was like, okay, this is freaky. It should be fine. Pia was the only character I actively started theorizing about because there's a bit of a veil piercing I have to do with everything. And that's when I was allowing B to go on my channel and do this, he has to, like, you know, pass things by me, like, oh, how about this player, like, how about this for the assets, you know, how are we gonna do this? And one of those questions was, hey, I know you and Juno do the art, is it okay if you, if I commission someone? And I go, yeah, of course, that's fine. So I sort of forget about that, but it's always in the back of my mind. And I always kind of knew it was going to be Chimera, because Chimera makes sick fucking art.
Yeah.
God. Yeah.
It was also like directly around when one of the circus monsters had been drawn by Chimera.
Yeah. I think it was the fear of things being taken.
Yeah.
So, you know, that was kind of in my brain. And then, B comes to me and he goes, Sleepy, for next session, I want you to draw a scientist. And we were coming off the heels of, you know, the Tempest Project itself. Like the introduction, the Kirby voice, the nightmare. So I go, oh, okay, so whatever the fuck Chimera drew, this bitch made it. And I went, so is this a mad scientist, Biba 17? And he was like, a little bit. A little bit.
I think you specifically asked, do I want scientist slash, like, Miss Frizzle lovely teacher, or scientist like Dr. Frankenstein? And I specifically said, oh, you should lean Miss Frizzle, actually.
But I knew your game, so
Yeah,
I made her a little unhinged.
Yeah. I may have lied to you.
I knew you did, but it's fine, because I didn't take it personally.
Yeah, no, it was the DM lying.
So that was how that went. Frankenstein isn't a doctor, he flunked out of university. Yeah, and being a pedantic doesn't earn friends. Deal with it.
Look, you don't think Victor Frankenstein would not be walking around introducing himself as doctor despite the fact he flunked?
Also, this was a conversation about aesthetics.
Also, these nuts!
Yeah, fair argument, honestly.
But yeah, each time I had to draw something, I was trying not to come to conclusions, but I always did anyway, and I'm just really good at being quiet about it.
No, you were very good about being quiet about it. Which is part of why I knew that this would work out. It was a very fun time. I'm pretty sure every single character you drew, with the exception of Kip, had a pit crew, right?
Yes.
Yes. And I'll be so real, y'all, most of the pit crews were far less interesting than Sleepy's final designs, because it was a lot of like, oh yeah, something like this, and then you just took them and made them way cooler.
Well, because I have one thing. As a person who makes characters in pit crew and then will base designs off of them, it's a bit of a hot take. I love when people use pit crews and send me as a reference, and I love when other people send the homies pit crews as references. I hate when people just draw the pit crew again. It's a little bugbear of mine. Because, like, I feel like it's almost a disservice to, like, what your vibe is. And some people want just the pit crew, you know? And that's okay. But from my perspective and everything, I'm like, I feel like the pit crew is a good starting point, and then I really always want to elaborate on that.
No, it's same for me, honestly. If somebody sends me a pit crew for a drawing, I go like, is there anything that pit crew just did not let you have, or anything more specific that you want that you could not get across?
Yeah.
Like,
It's like, because if you just want the pit crew, let me know. But if you want anything else, also let me know.
I have like I think my best example of this is, honest to God, where is she? It's one part Pia, but I think more anything, it's Ori.
Ori 100%, yeah.
I went crazy with Ori's design because it was Fire Genasi with Ash, and I was like, okay, I can do that. And then I saw that B put her in like a purple cloak, and I was like, so what if I just put that everywhere else in the design?
Yeah.
I think the person who looks the most like his pit crew is Cinnabar, because he was the first guy I designed, so I was leaning a bit more into it, and even then, he's got the fucking lava, and I made the earring match the lava.
Yeah. I think I did give I think with the crew, I did a couple times go, this is not, the pit crew didn't let me do this.
Like how the captain is a metal arm, it's just hard to tell, because it's tiny.
Exactly. Honestly, of the original pit crews, I think the best looking of the OG pit crews is Squall, probably.
Yeah, Squall fit the... Squall didn't need much changes, but I still gave him, I gave him the markings on his face, because I thought it would be fun if he matched Ori, since they're both Genasi. And then I just decided to go nuts on his armor for some reason.
Yeah.
He was the last one I did
knew.
too, so I didn't have to.
You really
You
didn't.
knew at some point your character would be kissing him.
I didn't, though.
Subconsciously.
Subconsciously.
Psychically.
Yeah, you had a vision.
The voices!
Also, we have been given art of.
Oh, yes, let me pull up things.
Oh man, I haven't
So
seen
funny.
this whale in ages!
I know, right?
This guy, it's the best dad
He's so
option-wise, given everyone else. Unfortunately, somehow best father in the whole.
You have to big bolded text comparative on the little on the mug.
So chat, I'm gonna pull up Reuben's original patron. Who did Crimes draw these?
Crime sit on the left, Atlas sit on the right.
Thank you.
I was going to tell you, yeah.
I was gonna ask, because I like to credit people. And I couldn't remember, because it's been for frickin' ever. Oh, he's so big.
It's been 5 billion years. And he's so big. No, I mean, he is.
True to form! True to form!
True to form. No, it's also been 5 billion years since I was gonna say we'd also, unless you just read the description on YouTube, you would know who did what.
Yeah.
I don't think Crimes even posted hers anywhere because this is just his reference.
But yeah, this is Reuben's original patron. Isn't that just the most friendly looking guy, chat?
This is the most friendly looking guy.
Giant whale of death.
God,
I actually
remember
adore
when we finally
Kadaf's
saw
design.
that design, like, it was simultaneously. Kadaf was simultaneously exactly what I was expecting and also not what I was expecting.
Yeah.
Whale.
Like, if that makes any sense.
All I can think about is the stupid fucking spammed in with lyrics man on the internet cover, and it's just, I'm filling you with the power of a whale. And I was like, I get that reference.
It's like, oh, this is a joke for 100 people.
It is a hyper specific joke. It's a if you know you know, and I knew, and it just will appear in my brain every once in a while. Because you know how you get those things that just live in your brain.
Uh-huh.
And it's that specific soundbite of whale that just
Whale.
whale.
It's even funnier when you remember that we were doing like a Dory kind of like whale voice for him for a long time, and then we finally cast him, and it's just like, oh no, he sounds great.
Hot. He's hot.
Yeah.
Starlight, and I'm just like, God. Anyway, oh god, that's the thing that I'll talk about on that podcast later.
Yeah.
I gotta say,
That's
all
straight every time.
of the voices for the gods were always so fantastic.
They were great.
They're great.
Why are there so many fucking mushrooms in my basket? Is this just like the area that we're in? I've never had items show up in my fucking basket before, and I keep finding fucking mushrooms. I just want eggs!
Egg.
Egg. Okay. Trying to think of anything else. I guess let's move to another question from the Discord. Yippee.
Yay! Yippee!
What's your Swana's name?
Oh wait, no, we had. Oh, I just caught the Swana. I didn't name it, but if I get a shiny one, I'm gonna name it. Mirror probably. But we did have a question from Hallow, and what is Shadowfell Anatole doing right now?
Oh, coping.
Cope, motherfucker.
Molding and seething.
Yeah, actually, I want to know how mad Shadow Anatole was when I put him in the bottom of a lake.
So the bottom of the lake part was honestly less what made Shadow Anatole mad. Because, like, yes, it's annoying to be pulled from Anatole after putting so much effort to find their duplicate, if you will. But it was clever. And I think Shadow Anatole admired the cleverness after the game you all played. Like, he was beaten in a way that he, like, found aesthetically pleasing, if that makes sense.
Funny. Sorry.
No,
Just the wording of it.
Yeah. So he was okay there, and then the island blew up.
Oh
And
Same island.
And so what was really funny about that is that in episode 3, I had said that like if they break the mirror, the guy will leak out. And then I think someone came to me and was like, "Hey, like wouldn't the island blowing up have broken the mirror?" And I said, "Yeah." And like, well, wouldn't that mean that Shadow Anatol's like around again? And I was like, "No." Because there's a difference between shattering some glass to let someone walk through and point-blank annihilation.
Oh, fuck that guy.
That mirror is particles. If Shadow Anatol tried to step through the mirror in the moment that it shattered in the explosion, he became particles. So he's either particles. He's either particles or he's
Oh, I'm so
the
salty.
little gateway to the other world implode and just go, or he just saw it implode and just went poo, and just like had to cope and is now actively trying to think of the new means by which to torment their duplicate.
How else am I gonna mess with this kid now?
Exactly.
Fuck.
I know.
That was my thing.
So probably going to take quite some time to find Anatole again. I do like leaving little lingering hooks. Shadow Anatole is one of those things that maybe one day we could ever do something with. But if you ever do, it will be after quite some time has passed.
Casanova and his awful shitty twin boys.
Yeah. So Shadow Anatole is the best way to describe it is not of immediate concern.
Sleepy, I love your character's look in the Pokemon.
Thank you! I normally have a funny bucket hat on, but I wanted to match my ponytail because my hair's grown out like crazy.
That's fair.
I
Thank you
can
for that
show you the
question.
bucket hat.
Thank you for the question. That was a fun one. That was one that I was hoping people would ask. That one makes me happy. So just imagine a very grumpy Shadow Anatole in the void and let that brighten up your day. Let's see. Oh, speaking of Anatole, Pastry left an Anatole question for us in the Discord if y'all want to stay on topic.
Sure.
How did the party and or rest of the crew initially react to Anatole? Like, coming back to the ship one night and the captain tells them, "Hey, this kid's living with us now." What do you think was their initial response?
Castle wanted to know who this fucking child was on his goddamn boat. He was, like, actually really upset.
Yeah.
Kithri was more just concerned about the well-being of the random surprise child. Because, you know, why did this kid come on the ship? And, are they okay?
Right.
Reuben's immediate response, as it is to most things, is, "Oh, hi, neat." Anyway.
Child! Spawn!
Just doesn't even process child. It's like, "Oh, neat."
New
Anyway.
friend. Oh, I love that.
God.
Peak Reuben. Trying to think.
I'm gonna go somewhere else to
so
make a
many
few more
eggs.
eggs. I need
I
3
don't-
boxes of eggs. I have, like, the most brain about that is I need 3 boxes of eggs and then I can start hatching them.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's trying to think of anything in particular. That's sort of the main.
Oh,
I don't
Spamkin's
wanna-
here.
Oh, that's been. I don't want to go too deep into all the NPCs for all these kinds of questions, so I'll only respond if one of them's like particularly loud about their opinion. You know.
Mm.
Let's see. Ooh, this is a question for me. Lore says, did the death of the larger elemental affect Basement Baby in any way? No. because that would be
No.
too sad.
That's
give me a real lore reason, because I know that's not no joking.
No, yeah. I mean, the real reason is that it'd be too sad if Basement Baby like there's a lot of reality
of course,
or something.
yeah.
But the other reason that I am going to stick with is Basement Baby linked up with you guys. You guys let it share the engine with Basement some, so even without the big guy being its source of energy, it had new source of energy. So,
Aww.
if anything changed, Basement Baby maybe looks a little bit more like Basement Sun now as a result.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be it. But Basement Baby is always a method, so it's going to be a mix of two elements. So it's probably going to be more like water and air without the storm. So maybe more just like a little geysery, which we kind of keep.
No.
But yeah, that's my answer on Basement Baby. It's still kicking, still around. Probably makes the Lady Adventure go even faster now, honestly.
vroom vroom.
Let's see. So I've got this information. Judo is in chat and will answer questions in the chat. Wonderful. Happy to have you, Juno, even in chat. Could the
Juno,
large
do you like
elementals
whatever
have
placed you
been-
with? Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. Hallow in the chat asks, could the larger elemental have been tamed? And I guess this is one of those questions where my clarifier is in the course of its life or after episode 4.
I feel like my thought as a player is we failed that social interaction frame one.
Unironically, I was doing everything in my power as the DM to not let you redemption arc the elemental because of how quickly y'all are cool with Kip and because of the way you interacted with Shadow Anatole. I kind of knew that this party would pacifist route if the opportunity was available.
And then we didn't.
And then you didn't, which was a bit of a surprise to me, but I did genuinely like expect that. But the funny thing about that is, I've said this before, The Long Way Home is very dear to me. Among other things it was to me, though, it was a bit of a test run. I was trying to see how I felt about running on stream and, like, the different aspects of my usual D&D play while live with a chat with an audience, etc. And one of the things that just, I kept being like, and then this session will finally do it. And then it just didn't happen with the combat.
Sorry, you talked to me about this and I thought about it.
No, yeah, it's funny. Session 1 was supposed to be a silly combat of the bar fight. That didn't happen. Session 3 could have been a combat at one point. That didn't happen. And so, come Session 4, I genuinely was sitting there like, if I don't figure out 2 sessions before the finale how these characters act in combat, if I don't get to figure out how this party fights until the last session of the campaign, I'm going to throw something. So, I admittedly pushed and nudged in directions to make sure that did not happen.
You asked or broke the spare button.
Little bit. So from a meta perspective, no. Because that was my final
Because you were
thought.
just not how you would have crashed out.
I would have lost my mind. Legitimately would have had to like change the campaign. Because that elemental was the thing I knew frame 1. But from a lore perspective, could it be possible? I think the party would have needed to have come along a lot sooner. I think by the time that thing was left for as long as it was to rot, the deal was made. You know, had the party found the island on their way there, to Dead End, to the Slumbering Maw, had the party like recruited it right at the end of Pia's machinations, maybe. I think that's possible. But from a meta perspective, I needed that final boss so fucking hard, man. That was all I knew. I was flying blind without that. So.
Oh no, they pacified my big dragon. That was supposed to be the BBEG. Fuck! What am I supposed to do now?
So yeah, that's had to force us. Juices had to force us to fight kicking and screaming. Yeah, a little bit.
I feel like we were pretty pro murder on the big elemental.
You were. I just meant like precedent made me think that that was what I would need to do. You know what I mean? Let's see. Session 1 cast joke, didn't knock on. Session 2 Kithri common emotions. Session 3 the characters had common sense. Session 4 needed the combat. That's hilarious. Yeah, pastry. That's pretty apt actually. Yeah. Not to say that it was a bad thing, y'all handled things the way you did. It made a lot of sense that these characters who were coming back from this big conflict were kind of being throwing hands is the last available option type thing, you know?
We just got done throwing hands for a very long time.
Exactly. It genuinely made a lot of sense. And I genuinely like making my encounters in ways that there are non-combat solutions. Up to a point. Huh? And that point was session 4. Let's see. Any other questions? Vibes were good. I agree. What are you thinking? Let me rapid fire a couple that pastry had for me, and then I can speed run them and get to some of the longer ones for everyone. You mentioned having a place for the campaign. May we see it? Yes. I just have to get it together. But I do have a lot of music for the campaign. I'm a GM who thinks about that kind of thing a lot. The original crew NPCs all had songs. I can tell you what they were, but I'll link them in the Discord. I'll link the playlist in the Discord when I finish it. But there's this really good deep-based cover of a song called 16 Tons. Because, here's the thing. Cinnabar, Ori, Anatole, and Gwen, I made each of their songs that I built them around shanties or folk songs. So 16 Tons was Cinnabar, I Want to Be in the Cavalry was Gwen, Anatole was The Tale of the Shadow, and I don't remember Ori's off the dome. But yeah, each of them were like a shanty or a folk song that I built them around. And kind of inspired them. There was something else that inspired all of them, but that's another question. But yeah, all the combat encounters I knew the music of. Oh, wait, we're on the music. I can talk about this. There's a thing I did that I don't think anyone put together, and I'm so proud of myself for it. So, the first time you guys fought Squall in Session 1, I played a song called Rattown Scramble from the Ruined King OST. When y'all fought Possessed Squall, the song I played was Revenge of the Reaver King from the same OST. They have the same motif running through them.
Oh, that's cool.
And because I knew Possessed Squall was where we were going, the first time y'all had your funny bar fight encounter with Squall, I played the chiller, sillier version of that track without telling anyone a thing. And the song that played during the lighthouse in the final session, where you guys were trying to, rescue the crew as opposed to just Squall himself. That song is a version of Magolor's theme from Caribbean Return to Dreamland. But I specifically picked the one from the True Arena because the True Arena fight doesn't let you save them. So I specifically picked the version of the song that was hopeless to saving the possessed people.
That's rude.
Yeah, Because if anyone knew what I was doing, they would have thought that I was going for a much darker tone before I let you guys save them. It was to ramp up the tension for anyone in the know.
Mm.
And there's just a lot of Forgotten Land in the OST. There's just a lot of Kirby in the Forgotten Land. Yeah. So yeah, I'll happily send the playlist along. I had music in my head for a lot of things. But yeah.
That is one of my favorite things about playing games, the EDM, is just your absolute genius usage of music. It's so good. I love the way you use music.
B's really good at music. That's why in Circus, whenever I don't know what to play, I DM B in a panic.
I do my best. I will admit, sometimes the circus scenarios are a little out of my usual range, and I just feel like, let me think. But I'd like to think that most of the time, even if it's not the track you go with, I provide something that's decent.
It's better than what I can produce most of the time.
Most of the time. Sometimes you just got it on lock. Sometimes you know exactly where you're going with it, and it's always so fun to see. I love the circus music. You do such a good job with that, Sleepy.
You guys are cool. What if that was a true thing that I just said?
It's incorrect. I'm a fucking loser.
Those two things are not exclusive. You can do both.
It's true. Let me see if there's another good question. We can kind of.
It's time for another shitty sandwich.
I really need to know which version of 16 tons at some point.
I'll put it in the chat.
I sang that in choir.
Oh, fun. But yeah, that was Cinnabar's song. I'll tell you a very specific little thing that only matters to me about that song.
I was thinking it was gonna be this version.
It's Caslucci.
Yes.
Yep. A very funny thing about this version, specifically in the lyrics of the song, I was listening to it, I was picking it for Cinnabar, and I said, the one problem is that I don't think Cinnabar would brag this much about what they do, you know? Like, the song itself isn't very much like, it is a flex, but it's not bragging, but even still, that amount seemed wrong for Cinnabar. And legitimately, my answer to it was, no, yeah, it's because Sage is putting them up to this. The song exists because Sage is telling Cinnabar to sound cool.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
We just got asked a very funny question. And what is all of the characters' orders at Subway? And this is where I have to admit the only ever time I have had food from Subway was when I had jury duty. And it was the only option because I'm a really picky eater and I low-key had a panic attack about it.
Oh.
Cool, because they were buying us all Subway, which is very nice, and I appreciate that they provided a lunch, because the day before, I literally just went to the donut shop across the street. What fucking sandwich do they like? I'm telling a fucking story, Hallow. Be nice to me. I'm a little guy. Look at this fruit tower I made. Fuck! My
There's so much happening right now. I'm so sorry. There's so much going on. Sleepy, I love you.
I love you too. My fruit tower fell.
Your flower.
I sure hope it registered that the pineapples were there.
No, it's fine. It'll be fine. I don't need the pineapples. I don't need the damn pineapples.
I feel like you need the pineapples.
I actually can't eat pineapple. I think I might be allergic.
Oh. I was talking about your Pokemon character.
My Pokemon character is also allergic to pineapples.
See, good to
know. Anyway.
Everyone's calling me Sivrin.
Oh, God.
That's awesome. But yes.
But Cass's order will be my order. It's literally, I just got the buffalo chicken and cheese on the sandwich. Actually, I can very much see Casanova being the kind of guy who's like, I don't need, like, veggies or, like, anything but the meat and the cheese and the stuff I want. I don't need extras. I'm only going to indulge in the good parts. I think if you offered him sushi, he would just eat the raw fish. Just peel that shit.
Sushi now.
Just peel that shit off the rice. Does not eat the rice. He's like, I just want the good part. Licks the frosting off his cupcakes and put them back in the box.
It's their sandwich of choice. It's their go-to sandwich.
Would Reuben's perhaps be?
I was about to say, do I need to address the elephant in the room? Because I'm just like, does Reuben think it's funny enough?
I mean, do you need to
or
address
would
the
they
Reuben
even
in the
think
room?
about it to get a sandwich that is their name?
You know what I'm gonna do?
The thing is, yes.
Keep talking. I'm putting something on stream in the background.
Okay. The
I think I
thing
know
is,
exactly what you're gonna put on stream.
oh, I'm scared. The thing is, the answer is actually no. They walk up immediately, look at the bread types, and then I feel like the first time I feel like Reuben's at Subway, right? And it's just like, no, I have to figure out what I want to get on my sandwich. It's like, they ask the sandwich, I almost said sandwich stacker, fuck. They ask the Subway employee, they're just like, what's your favorite? What's your favorite bread? Oh god, yeah, no, they would actually do this every single time though, because it always meant that they'd come home with a different sandwich.
Reuben, that's nuts, but also I love that. It's in their head. It's like, no, I already have a sandwich in my name. These are their sandwiches under their name.
Reuben, how do you feel about Reuben's? It's okay.
B tier.
B tier. Serviceable, but not something I go looking for.
Yeah. Awesome.
625. Oh my god, that's so
It's
funny.
Reuben.
Deep cut joke. Deep cut joke.
It's Reuben.
It's Reuben. Do you know in the chat says that Orion has a fancy self sandwich that's 90% veggie and 10% bread?
Fucking love bread.
God,
I really
so
want to
cool.
make dinner. I ate a pretzel and a donut today, and that is literally it.
No. I mean, one character did get very loud about their favorite sandwich. For as much as they are trying to be cool and adult, Anatole would fight their evil doppelganger for a PB&J.
I would kill a man for a PB&J right now. I'm really hungry, actually.
You should, like, go make a sandwich or something.
Chat, would you be mad at me if I went and made a sandwich?
I can answer questions that don't need all the players for a bit, so that way you can go make your
Here,
sandwich.
let me... Well, I'd probably pop something else in the microwave, but I have an idea. Let me just put this here. Let me take
No, it's
my
like
hairband out.
It's like a Pokemon stream of just, like, watching them interact in the way of, like, putting on, like, the stream of bears in an enclosure or something.
Is this gonna work? There's a way to get this to work. I've done it before.
Oh, I know exactly what you're doing. That's so funny. While you do that, Becca, what do you think is Kithri's sandwich?
Kithri probably likes something that...
This is working.
Like, some sort of, grilled cheese variant.
Ooh, okay. Okay. It's a good choice. It's a very good choice. Do they like it with, like, tomato soup?
Yeah.
Good. Kithri and comfort food does make a lot of sense, honestly. I can super see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's very much a comfort food person.
So yeah, I think yeah. I'm trying to think for any of the other NPCs if anyone has like a I think Cinnabar is very unpicky about sandwiches. I think they just like the knowing Subway, like their cold cuts, you know? Like he's just good with that. He'll get whatever the special is though, you know? I don't think he cares. Gwen wants something very hearty and also something that has enough meat that she can share some with Blueberry.
love that the wyvern's name is Blueberry.
It's wonderful. Sage wants the kids stuff. Like Sage will beg for the kids menu, and like halfway through the argument, someone will just be like, "You're a ghost. You can't even eat," and then they start just screaming obscenities until you get them a Happy Meal. Just look, they want the toys. That's what they want, but they don't usually let you just get the toy. So someone better eat my food.
Sage and Anatole need to tag team.
Yeah, exactly. So Anatole can eat the Happy Meal, and Sage can get the toy, and life is better. Yeah. Trying to think of anything else. I think it's the major NPCs who would care for it. I mean, no, Ori. What does Ori want in this sandwich? I now must ask the question: does the Fire NPC like spicy stuff? I think yes. I think Ori would be up for spicier sandwiches, stuff with peppers in it. You know, the sort of Italian meat that is kind of a kick to it. Yeah, I can see that. Because I think for Ori, it's a lot less of a heat and just a lot more of like a flavor. You know. I also think Ori is capable of immense food crimes in the realm of sandwiches.
Oh,
if left to her own
delightful.
devices with a sandwich, I do think she could make something that would be detestable to everyone else aboard the crew.
Oh, I love that so much.
Something Fire Ganassi, like the burn up of things happens quicker, you know? So like
Yeah.
more weird tastes are almost better because it's like blander tastes just literally just become I almost didn't experience that, you know?
Yeah, that's so funny.
Yeah. Also the comments very yes. Reuben.
It's as you are aware, B, it's been one of those weeks.
Yeah.
For all of us.
It's true. They love aesthetic as hell. I unfortunately hate tomatoes, but it's totally Orion's vibe. Update on Orion actually. Turn a capiz salad into a sandwich and he would get that. Honestly, I can see that. Let's see. Dumping pounds of hot sauce and seasonings. I feel like if you give Gwen a sandwich, they'd eat it. Yeah. What is Gwen's favorite sandwich? The one provided in the little brown box as part of their, as part of their regiment. That's their favorite. Because it comes with predetermined rationing of food. They do not have to think about it. There's some chips and maybe a juice box. And honestly, peak. It is the perfect amount of sustenance, and there is no more they could ask for than mathematically denoted ideal consumption. Gwen is so weird.
I love
Just
Gwen.
listen to Mari. Gwen's...
They are so weird. But I love...
Yeah. There's so much Percy King in that character. There's so much Percival King epithet erased. Yeah, honestly, here's so much I feel like with the captain orders like an Italian stuff with everything on it. Yeah, I can see that. The captain probably just like has had a favorite sandwich forever and is not giving it up anytime soon. Just I don't know what it is, but it might even just be an Italian with everything. Just like has it memorized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knows what he likes.
Yeah, exactly. We talked for a really long time about sandwiches. Let me see.
Yeah, I left and came back and thought we had moved on.
Admittedly, part of why we have not moved on is
okay.
We are down to Sleepy.
But the sandwiches also became more fascinating of a discussion than we expected.
A little bit, yeah.
That makes sense, yeah.
Trying to see if there's anything else that's Oh, I was asked, how did Sage become a ghost? How did Sage die? I never thought about it, actually. I never thought about... Well, okay, you want the real truth? It's because it was too sad.
I will say I've been wondering this whole time.
It was too sad to think about why Sage was dead. But I know I had a fallback answer, and I'll give the fallback answer. If later on I find out there's more to it than that, then I will tell you. Otherwise...
I got my nuggies.
Welcome back. Otherwise, then, this is the answer that is true until Sage tells me otherwise. Cinnabar became an Aethereal because of a cave-in that nearly killed the man, but did not fully. And he was able to walk out of there kind of almost like a specter of sorts. But it is important that cave-in did happen, and it was big, and impacted the local population. Because there were, like, Earth Genasi and other species who could have been semi-subterranean. So it's very possible that Sage was a casualty of that.
Before you started saying that thing, I was about to say, was it Rock's fault you die? But
yes, the answer is yes.
Okay.
But like, the cave-in was something I knew from the jump was true of Cinnabar, though. Like, I need to be...
Yeah, no, I know, I could tell, I just was like, I just thought it was funny, I was about to make that joke, and it's like, no, that's the answer, oh.
Yeah, no, that is genuinely what happened. But yeah, I think that's the best answer I've got. If later on I find out anything to the contrary, I'd let you know.
Fair.
Okay, follow-up question. What is everyone's favorite beverage? Oh boy.
Kithri likes a nice, cozy tea. If we're talking non-alcoholic. If we're talking alcoholic, she likes a nice, mead or heavy cider.
Cass is a slut for wine if we lived in modern times, however. Give that boy strawberry soda.
I thought you were going to say that Cass would have, like, the box wine.
I mean, like, probably that too. But, I don't know, it's both for taste and aesthetic. He wants strawberry soda.
That's a good answer.
My little soda.
You're all I can think of, every drop I drink of. You're my soda pop, my little soda pop.
Reuben says it's goat milk.
Goat milk?
Okay.
Were we talking exclusively alcohol?
No. I just didn't know if you said goat or oat.
Goat.
I love you, Reuben.
I don't know why that's funny. It's just milk.
No, for some reason, it's just the right amount of, like, generic answer, but also weirdly specific in one vector that it really got me.
Well, it's like goat milk has a little less body to it. But also it's just like I feel like it'd be easier for him to get to. Not to mention, like, there's the idea of, so I read this earlier today, so I was already thinking a little bit about milk, and I felt a little vindicated. I'd been lying to myself for a while about it. So it turns out that milk is actually more hydrating than water is.
Really?
Yeah, the thing is, like, I read that article talking about it, and I was like, okay, but this fully tracks, because I have, like, a condition that makes me really thirsty, and I'll drink water, and I'll just be like, this is just running through. I don't, like, I'm more hydrated, but I have to drink so much of it. If I were to drink, like, a cup of milk, I'd be good for, like, 2 hours. And I thought I'd been gaslighting myself or something that was about my own body? No, it's justified. Hold on, give me a second.
So max hydration, milk, apparently. Let me see if I can rapid fire any of them with the NPCs.
Max hydration milk sounds like something that a water-type mega milk tank would use.
Yeah, that's true. Also,
that was
just says matcha for Orion.
That tracks. I want matcha now. I'm so hungry /thirsty / want a sustenance.
Y'all are asking us food questions at like just the right time of day. That's messing with us. Anyway.
Oh, for you, maybe.
That's true.
I'm almost done with my nuggies and I'm real sad about it because I want more food.
No.
I wish I had nuggies.
I think, assuming all drinks are on the table, I think Cinnabar likes kind of the same thing, like a nice tea or of sorts, maybe coffee, but like a very chill, kind of thing. Gwen, why? I got an answer, but I immediately had to ask the Gwen in my brain why. I have the most atrocious Starbucks order with the band. They're usually so chill with anything, but for some reason on drinks specifically, they're like, I have specific needs.
I can see that.
Casanova says he likes coffee and then gets the most, like, everything in his coffee.
Yeah. The least coffee per capita of coffee.
Yeah. Excuse me.
And I think Ori, likes the fruit sodas. This is a very specific reference, but like, they seem the type who would be into like the Haritas, Yeah. Okay. I will get back to the question in chat in a moment. Try to see if there's any other questions. Got those out of the way. Got those. At the beginning of it all, Kat asked us, what is your favorite unexpected moment of the campaign? It was for me, but I'll extend that out to everybody. What was a moment of the campaign you didn't see coming, but were really glad it went that way?
Being a father.
Yeah.
I think of all of Casanova's, like, character arc that I wasn't expecting to have. The fatherhood arc was not ever on the table.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, I think I'm gonna lose this raid. That's so funny, considering how well I've been doing. Because the life orb's gonna knock me out, so unless the shield breaks and the life orb kills, I lose.
Oh no. But yes, the being Anatol's parent was very funny, honestly.
And Papa.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. I love it. I mean, this is kind of a silly... I wish I had a better answer than this, but one thing I do want to say that I didn't thoroughly expect. I knew Cass and Kithri were gonna have an interesting, relationship interaction. Wow, it went so much more than I expected.
Yeah.
She just had so many strong opinions.
About how stupid this man was.
Yes! she really does care about, him and the rest of the group.
It's like, you're stupid. I hate that in a man. Oh my god! Henry Waffleman in chat. I'm sorry, I had to get excited. It's my boyfriend.
No, you're good.
I don't know. It just was... I knew they were, because just from how you were introducing Cass, I was like, oh, this is gonna be funny, because they're so different, and then it was just like, oh, this is where we're going, love. Okay.
So consistently. They just, were always interacting in really fun ways. It was just very fun to see.
Hi, Sadie.
Yeah.
Sadie has opinions.
What are your thoughts, Sadie?
What do you think about the long way home?
Yes, Sadie. What do you think?
She does
She
this
said-
every time. You directly ask her
Yeah.
questions, so that she
Staring
has
at me.
nothing to say.
She just stared at me. So there we go.
There we go.
You gotta put a photo. You gotta send me a photo of her now.
Okay.
I'll put it on stream.
What do you do? Was there anything for you, bro? Anything? That
Oh,
was...
right. So, when it came to some... Listen, y'all, the simple fact that this campaign kind of read out as though we purposefully wrote it, just really gets me. Like, we did not talk before. The thing that truly got me was that we did not talk beforehand about literally anything, character-wise, really. To the extent where it kind of scared me. Not gonna lie to you. I was just like, we haven't really, or at least I hadn't, like, really, you know, conversed with anyone about, like, any vibes or anything. The fact that that first, like, session, where it's like, yeah, we've known each other for this whole time, and it's just fully believable. And then, you know, you end up getting all of this character building, character stuff between them, and it's very nice. I was not expecting it. I wasn't. I'm so glad it happened that way.
It was very nice. I also agree that the way that the party connected was very sudden, but like really cool. Yeah.
Oh,
One of my favorite things. An unexpected thing I really enjoyed though. I really liked the way you all interacted with stuff. I was joking about the pacifist routing of things, but like I actually thought it was really interesting, and like I don't know, your choices as players were always so fascinating to me. It was so fun.
Thank you, B, for letting us go detective mode in the middle of your
y'all really like. I don't know. You made decisions that felt right for the characters, even though we didn't know where they were going. You know, and like in retrospect, everything just feels so laid out. You know.
No, it really, like, it does. And I have to agree, like, I wasn't sure how these people have known each other. Like, they went to and fought a battle together. They were possibly gonna die together. Like, was gonna work out. And really, it was just, as soon as some of the little stuff, like, you know, Reuben and Cass with the barrel bit, and
Yas, girls, some
Maybe has
lay that
opinions on
manual
it.
labor.
but like, just how quickly we were able to like settle into these character dynamics, and then just for them to grow, like, it was really cool.
Sadie.
I love these dumb bitches. See.
Oh, gollies. I got to spend a weekend with my puppy this week.
Yeah.
And we were pups. I was helping pup sit as my family went to Gettysburg.
Oh, that's cool.
It was
Also,
for this really cool World War II weekend.
I'm sorry, I saw the thing about Circus Cast meeting, Long Way Home crew, and I did see people freaking out over, like, if Cast and Spirit met, and, they'd make out, and it'd be bad for, like, everyone.
It'd be bad for everyone.
Yeah.
Circus Cast, but
Oh,
also
man.
NPCs as well, that works.
Okay, I'm gonna have to ask the circus people. Who do you think Kithri would vibe with?
Genevieve
There we go.
Amberstone. And
No,
Daryl.
yeah, Genevieve.
Sorry, I was thinking of, like, the NPC side of things. I
No,
also,
you're good.
I think Genevieve would have, an aneurysm talking to Reuben. Not that she would dislike Reuben. She would not understand Reuben, and it would break her little brain.
Oh god.
Just some, I don't understand.
I don't know what there is to understand. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're an enigma. I don't get you.
Oh, Gem.
Oh, Jim.
But yeah, I think Gem and Daryl would be my answers for Keith.
Gem and...
Though,
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Gem and Daryl when you meant Kithri and...
No.
I'm stupid.
no,
I'm
no.
gonna explode.
The other, you know what though? Actually, Phoebe. Phoebe's another good option because
Phoebe. I want Phoebe to climb Reuben and Isabel.
yeah, but I think Phoebe would be a fun one for Kithri as well.
Yeah,
Just
I
because of
agree.
the, like,
Actually,
awareness of the sea and kind of they both
Oh,
kind
I
of
think
take charge, you know.
they would have fun. It would be fun. I think they temper each other well. I think they would also make each other worse.
Oh, probably.
yeah, it sounds like a funny direction.
Cass would flirt with all of the boys, by the way.
Yeah.
How does Chris feel about getting flirted with by a hot fish man?
Hmm.
I love getting the beat. Which means he thought about something that he didn't initially think about.
I think initially Chris would be flattered because they're not used to that kind of thing.
Aw.
I don't know if it would last long term, but I think Chris would be like, "Oh, thank you." The spirit and cast dynamic would maybe make Chris back off a little though. But like,
Casanova would not end up in a bed with Alabaster. Fun fact: despite the fact that Cass flirts with women, he is gay.
Yeah.
He's not really into women, like, romantically. I think his sexuality is fluid enough where if it was, like, the right woman who, like, really connected with him and vibed with him, or, like, someone he was dating transitioned, he would be fine with it.
Right.
But, like, at base, Casanova was not into women.
Fair enough.
Oh, that just makes, like, him and Kithri's, like, dynamic so much more fun.
Yeah.
Cass just likes flirting. It's fun, and it's it's a way of connecting with people.
That's
It's
fair.
great. Becca, love it.
Yeah.
Kithri thinks it's eye-rolling.
Howdy there. I'm Alabaster Tourmaline. I'm taking a little vacation on your ship. Don't mind me. You won't even notice that I'm here.
Awful.
I really feel like Kithri has enough. Like, this isn't Becca projecting onto Keith. Like, Becca knowing about Alabaster and projecting onto Kithri. I genuinely think that Kithri would, like, not fully suss out Alabaster, but, like, she'd be real sus.
I could see that.
Well, darling, I don't know what you got to be sus about. I ain't playing no imposter game. I am myself, and I'm always authentically 100% myself. And though I know that some people may not like who I am, I think they just have their own opinions, and they certainly do have a right to that.
This is the most bless your little heart person.
Yeah.
She would. I think she has said that during the campaign.
I'd be very surprised if she hadn't. Honestly, I feel like
Do
in
have
that
more
particular realm,
eggs.
it's like I feel like Reuben would be like, "Wow, your vibes are off." Anyway, does not say shit about it.
Well, tell me, have you... What's your goal in life?
That's a legitimate question.
You have any, like, dreams or aspirations, sweetheart?
No, not really.
Well, would you like to?
No, not really.
Well, I'm gonna go talk to one of your other friends. I'm so, it's good to be content, but if you ever find you're not content with,
This never happened, but okay.
well, I think that is a very impressive skill to have. What's your name again, doll?
Reuben?
Yeah, right, Reuben. You have a wonderful day.
You too.
What a freak.
Unrelated, that Stantler just blocking the way.
We're
on
so
that bridge.
rude! I need, like,
my God.
4 more eggs.
Look at the little
Little what?
Swinub. It just beat. Look at the little.
There's two of
Sorry, the
them.
way the little swinub is just moving. Look at them. I'm sorry. I'm really
you're
confused
good.
the way it's moving.
The groove.
If you look closely, you can see their little feet moving.
They moving. I'm honestly, I've always been so endeared to Swinub. I would. It's a good little dude. They're just great. I love Swinub.
They're very good.
Yeah, I just need to feed you more egg. But there's no one around. Oh, fine. I'll go into nature.
Trying to
It's
think
so
of
fun listening to this without being able to see it.
Casanova ass line, honestly.
trying to think if there was a different. Let me see. Let me breeze through. Did we miss any of the Lonely Home characters and how they'd be inserted?
Oh, did you read out Juno stuff for Orion, by the way?
Oh, I don't know if I read it out. Let me do that. Juno says Orion and Chris would be friends. Guy and Orion would also feed off of each other's anxiety, which would either be really good or really bad, but they're on the same wavelength.
Well, Juno, now I need to know how Orion feels about one alabaster tourmaline.
About what?
One alabaster tourmaline.
Oh, Juno did say Orion is unfortunately very susceptible to cold.
That is exactly what I was hoping for. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze.
So that Bubbly's in here, but I need Isabel and Petri to interact. That's very fun. I'll make a note of that for Bubbly. Bubbly is on a plane right now, right?
Yeah.
Last I heard, last I saw, they are plain tarts.
Yeah. Bubbly did. Oh right, Bubbly did leave some answers to some questions pre-written for us. I completely forgot.
You fool!
Let's see. So we have Bubbly wrote the answers to some of your questions in the Discord in advance, so I can read them out. On the question of inspirations for each of the player characters, if any, originally Isabel was meant to be a rugged, muscular, and notably female version of Aragorn from Lord of the Rings, or the Dritz from the D&D novels, that type of character. However, when I opened my mouth session 1, she immediately became Drax the Destroyer from Guardians of the Galaxy. I love Isabel so much.
Isabel so much.
Say one nice thing. Oh, then they had the questions for everyone else's. We'll get to that one. They answered all the pastry ones for the episode 3 questions. Let's see. Okay, of the pre-writtens, I think those are the only ones left. So, let's get this big one out the way. And then the last one. Cool. I have a silly.
There's the Anatole and the favorite moment one. I don't know if you want.
Right,
those.
we did do the initial reaction to Anatole question earlier, very quickly. Or are you saying that Bubbly answered them?
Bubbly answered the Anatole question and the favorite moment question, which are the two
Bubbly answered. Okay,
two we've already
gotcha.
done.
Gotcha. So Isabel's reaction to Anatole was, "A child is not suited for combat. Do you know how to kill dragons? Casanova, what is this? Captain, are we training them? Amazing." Let's see. Question of overall favorite moments. I think that one we have not done, so I'll save that.
I thought
We
No,
said
we
favorite.
didn't.
We said favorite things that we didn't see coming.
Oh, okay.
Um,
That's on me.
You're good. So let's answer the pastry question. Something I've wanted to ask for a while but never did. What do you think the other characters would have responded to the questions that Spooky Anatole asked in session 3? There's a lot of them. Skip any you find out interesting. And then they listed out all of the characters' questions as well as who got the question. So that way that person doesn't have to answer it again because that answer was in the episode. So, for Sleepy and Becca, do you think that Cass and Kithri would have been able to say one nice thing about someone else in the room.
Easily. Cass would have a compliment ready for everyone.
Despite her appearance and her interaction with people, she could pull out a nice compliment for everyone.
I'm sorry. I love everyone freaking out about the fucking sandwich. I've just been making the nastiest fucking sandwiches I can.
I love your fucked up sandwiches. So
Hit the sandwich. Anyway,
Becca, that's the first time I've heard you swear.
Becca, you have been swearing more than usual. Like, you keep saying, like, fucking in the text chat, and it's throwing my ass off. It's so funny. I love it.
I need to curb it. I have camp in 2 weeks.
It's so funny.
It says it caught me off guard. I'm sorry.
I know, but like I have camp in 2 weeks. I need to curb this.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's just you're one of the few people in this circle of people who notably does not swear that often. So I noticed. Anyway, continue. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
No,
you
you're
wanna know
good.
what made it worse? You wanna know what made me cursing like so much worse? Like why I started being more comfortable with it?
What?
Oh.
I worked in a restaurant.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Kithri would have something kind to say about everyone. She could pull it out.
Oh, yeah.
She actually really, even at that point, she does admire Cass's can-do attitude. And he runs a pretty damn good ship.
Yeah.
It's not his fault you fuckers didn't read the fucking book he made, the instruction manual.
Pamphlet, yeah.
I'm
We
so
have... I need that pamphlet to exist, actually. Anyway, lightning rounding these. Bro... Oh, and, Juno, for the sake of you being in the text chat, if I say that you, are not the one exempt, then you can answer them in text if you choose. Bro and Becca, will you miss these people when you've parted ways, was the question asked to Casanova.
Yeah. So, yes. And Kithri ended up having that really, after the elevator, had that conversation with Ori, and was like, yeah, I like these people.
Yeah.
These people are actually important to me.
Yeah. Gina says that Orion would of course have compliments. Oh. What about you, Bro? Do you think Reuben would have been able to handle that question?
Big point, right?
What?
It's a very important thing that
Yes,
I asked. Do you mean at that specific point?
Yes, at that moment in episode 3, I believe.
I remembered I answered all these to you afterwards. I'm trying to remember what the answer was. But if I don't, and I try to get back to that mental space, it's very complicated in that, no, but not like in a I don't care kind of way, but in a like a that's not part of my programming kind of way. But they would take a second before answering. This would not be like an immediate. Even the fact they take a second is kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
Bro and I literally had a conversation yesterday about how Reuben's brain works and about how Cass is like, oh, but you know, caring about people is good, and then eventually Cass went like, oh wait, this is just like how you function. Never mind, baby girl, you do you.
I'm gonna skip over some of the questions that we kind of got the answers to through the story naturally.
Yeah.
But this one I think you could read between the lines for everybody, which was what made you willing to join the crew.
It's my fucking boat.
It's your boat. But bro, what do you think Reuben would have answered? What made you willing to join the crew?
Reuben would have answered essentially like, saw an opportunity and took it. Pretty much, people needed the thing. Yeah.
Let's skipping over, are you happy to be going home? Because the question to that was kind of just the crux of the narrative. What are you afraid of? Was one asked only to Isabel. So, what do you think they would have answered? To the question? What are you afraid of?
Cass fears both death and being tied down. At least at that point in the campaign. He really didn't want to die. That's why he ran away. And he also really didn't want to feel like he had to be a part of anything. He really valued his freedoms. Obviously, that has changed now. God, I don't even know if he, like... What does he fear? Because he does... He's not a brave boy. Casanova... Sorry.
Oh, no. I was gonna say, if you wanted a moment to think, I could jump in, but if you were good to go, you can keep going.
You can take over.
Okay. So, Kithri, particularly at that point, Kithri was afraid of, well, she always has this kind of underlying fear that she's going to lose people, in the sense that she's not, like, people are going to get hurt, and she's not going to be able to help them, and that people she cares for are going to, be in trouble. Other things, too, in that moment, that she was afraid of, is she had a fear of that she's made wrong decisions. That sometimes she wonders if doing what she does and being a medic on ships and not doing like what her family has done and, you know, running their little hotel and all, was, you know, she sometimes wonders, did she make the correct decision following her heart and going out to sea.
Right.
And admittedly, she was also a little afraid of her feelings.
No.
Gay.
She very much was enjoying what she and Ori had/have. But she was like, wow, this actually feels more like I feel more than I normally do, and so.
Yeah. Because, everyone very quickly latched onto them, but it is true at the start of episode 2, it was said that they were only, like, kind of lightly dating / more fooling around than anything.
Yeah.
Casanova was like, I can't believe you're fucking in my goddamn ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, now Cass probably is too, so.
He lives there!
Yeah.
He's had relations in his own fucking ship before. The other
So-
person
so
just always
does-
gets kicked out by the end.
As of right
Yeah,
now,
okay.
so does Kithri, so.
As
And
long
like,
as she
look,
cleans
come
up.
on, Cass. Like, there was a possibility they were all gonna die.
Oh, you know that there was some wild shit that went on that night before the fight.
I'm sure Kithri and Ori were not the only ones.
Well, probably not. Though I
A night
don't know the
before.
specifics. Gino says that Orion fears being needed, letting people down, but also being needed is what he wants.
I want him.
Consider that Orion makes me happy, and I'm so gentle.
I love Orion. Little guy!
Little guy.
He's not the right color. He needs to be pink!
What do you?
Oh, right. By the way,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, Reuben's interesting in that they're very predictable. However, there's nothing that there's no answer. There's nothing here. I'm sorry, sorry, but
Yeah.
yeah. And unfortunately, it was true.
Yeah. Ooh, okay. This one was at Kithri, but I'm going to open the floor to this one because I think it's really. I think this was one of the more sinister ones that Ghost Anatole asked, which was, if someone you loved did something very, very bad, would you protect them or would you make them face justice?
Cass would protect them. Even before his character development.
Yeah.
I don't remember what that was directed at Kithri, but I don't remember what she said.
I think it might have been an it depends answer.
I think it kind of was, because I think it depends. Yeah, I think it was. It depends on what they had done.
Right.
Because she very much is one for like, no, you know, you gotta face the music.
Mhm.
However, she does care. Like the people she cares about, she deeply cares about. So,
Right.
if you know,
Yeah.
she would protect them in as much as she felt comfortable doing so.
Right. Orion also said if it was someone very close, Orion would protect them. What do you think I prefer, Reuben?
What would they want me to do?
Oh.
Which I think is the first question that they legitimately would ask this person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. This one was at Isabel, so all of you are free game on this one. If you heard someone say something good about you, what would you want to hear?
He's so funny and charming. Is it superficial? Yes. But at the same time, Cass has a desire to be liked. And so to have the superficial parts of his personality validated would make him happy.
That's fair. Nothing Orion hates being known. Fair.
I think if Kithri was to hear people like saying something good about her, she would hope that they'd be talking about like something helpful she did. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I
good
actually have
deed.
shinies to show the chat. I realized I have some guys they're gonna want to see.
Oh yeah.
It's Casanova.
He's biggie.
And it's Reuben.
I do love Reuben being a capsicum.
It's literally just that they're pink and green.
Yeah. Scrumlord.
I have so many guys.
Me too. Let's see.
Oh my god.
What?
I just saw your Plusle and Minel names. I can't.
Yeah.
That's so cute. That is so cute.
Yeah, I think the rest of these are more just like there to be spooky.
This is Lovin' McNubbin the Grubbin.
I mean, I do want to outwardly answer the whole like, would you rather somebody you know in a photo or somebody you don't know in a photo?
Okay.
Yeah. Can you restate the question though? Because I actually quite like that question. I think it's interesting.
Which one? Remind me. Say the start of it again. Sorry.
I might just actually pull it up because I might have stated it wrong. It's like, it's something about someone you. Would you prefer it be someone you recognize or someone you don't? But I don't remember what the.
Yeah. If you were haunted by a ghost for the rest of your life, would you rather be a stranger or someone you know?
Your mic ate you.
Would you rather it be a stranger or somebody you know if you were to be haunted by a ghost
You're
for the
being
rest of your
haunted.
life?
Yeah. That was the question.
God. I think Reuben said stranger because it would be somebody that they get to know.
Yes. I think that's right.
Yeah.
Though it was at Cass. Yeah. The question wasn't apparently posed at Casanova, so. Kithri,
Sorry, I just really wanted to answer that.
No, you're good. It was a good answer. Yeah. So if you were haunted by a ghost, would you rather it be a ghost of someone you know or a complete stranger?
I think Kithri would be comfortable if it was certain people who was the ghost, then she'd probably like be okay better with them being like, oh, if it's someone you know. Only if it's like certain people, like I think like her uncle would be fine. Admittedly any of the party. Yes, that does include Cass. But otherwise, I think she'd she'd be more comfortable if it was someone new because, again, similar, she'd get to know them, but also she wouldn't have that, like, kind of distress over the fact that someone she deeply, deeply cares for is still here.
Right. If it's a person who he likes, then Orion would say someone he knows. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Good answers.
Egg.
Oh. Okay. Then my next question for all of you.
Wait, I really like this one from Hallow. If Casanova's ghost haunted the rest of the party, who would go insane first?
Go insane first.
Oh yeah, we forgot we were gonna put Sunil on stream. Let me put him there, because I love him.
Yeah.
Kithri. 100%.
Kithri.
It would 100% be Kithri.
Kithri insane within like 5 minutes, if even that long.
Yeah.
I'm imagining Kithri with a broom swatting at Ghost Cass.
Hey, lady, hey. Do you have any idea how much I got how long it takes for me to recuperate?
Go bother someone else.
No. Everyone else is busy.
God, no. And another reason, I'm gonna go there. Another reason she would hate it too is because Cass really could just follow her and Ori around.
You think I want to watch you and your lady friend doing the hanky-panky turn yourself around? Hell no.
But he could...
Y'all can go do arts and crafts in another room. I did not mean to stretch the screen.
It's his appropriate proportions, the one that are actually on his character sheet.
Fuck, I need to control Z didn't work. I meant to hit fit to screen, I hit stretch to screen. This is Sunil Pandey. I love him.
Look at Sunil.
He's very good.
I should have never cared about this fucker, but I do.
Excellent.
I love Sunil. I miss that whole crew.
You're wrong. I have great company, by the way, in the little DM spot. I got my dog, I have Sunil Pandey. My day is improving.
Casanova wasn't allowed to stay on the screen.
Oh.
Bad whale.
Yeah, the little GM corner has been pretty great. Anyway.
Look at Reuben. Look at Reuben on the overlay.
Yeah.
Reuben's vibing with Reuben.
Yeah, Reuben's vibing with Reuben.
Reuben, the experiment, they should not. I feel like Reuben the experiment would figure out that he could just make Reuben the character do whatever like really quickly, and Reuben would be making sandwiches. Like
it would just all the time making sandwiches for like hours on end.
Wait, can you not smash the pots?
No.
That's depressing.
Anyway, we're gonna talk back.
No, I mean, we're doing good. We're doing good. Let's see. Okay. I have one last written down question, and then I have a silly one for you all. We got, we can finally answer, what was everyone's overall favorite moment? I will read Bubblytarts' answer to begin. Bubbly
mic.
says, I love the elevator moment, classic, but also the final session was awesome, all of it, go my moth and all that. But I think also the Tempest Project and Pia was amazing. I love corrupt scientists.
It was the elevator.
Yeah.
I don't want to say the kiss because it feels vain. And also, I
No,
just
it was
really
good.
love the elevator.
The elevator is very good, but the kissing squirrel scene was so fun.
Because I need him in the balls.
No, the kiss really was fantastic. Like, you own that moment. You own
You really
it.
did.
The fact you sent the chat, I'm gonna kiss him, then I'm gonna knee him in the balls. Is everybody okay with that? And everybody's like, yeah! Listen, what spells do you need to make sure that happens? Oh, Jesus.
Listen, it was a very silly ask. I felt like I had to get consent.
No, I'm so glad you did, because it was even funnier. Because we were all like, hell yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Also, just, being that kind to the rest of your players. Be like, hey, I might do something like off the wall, just letting you know. Are you guys okay with that? That's a great, player thing to do. So thank you.
I love doing check-ins. It didn't come up much for Cass because he wasn't actively like. It was a mini campaign, so I was staying focused and stuff like that. But when I play mean characters like Danny or Sistol and stuff like that, I really am so on top of like, hey, is this cool? Am I being too mean? Do I need to pull back? Are we good? Or even B and I play in a D&D game together that Juno runs. And our characters got in like a nasty fight. They're family. And then afterwards we were just like, that was really fun. Are you okay? Was it too much?
Let's check in on our friends, everybody.
I also very much enjoy the elevator scene. That was just really good. It was such great character moments for everyone, and I think it really shared a lot that our characters hadn't shared in until that point. I loved the way everyone like handled the final fight. I loved all the stuff people came up with during like that final combat. Oh no, there was something else I was thinking of. What was it? And I have to say, personally, I am still a huge fan of when we were all running back from the exploding, lab after the elevator scene.
Carrying Kithri.
I love all the fun comedy moments we were able to have. There was just some great fun little moments like that, and like just the little interactions everyone had together.
I am incapable of doing anything that does not have some element of comedy to it.
It was great.
For me, I've been thinking about, because for me, it's like my brain suddenly forgot everything that happened in a long time. Conversely, it remembered everything that happened in a long time simultaneously. You understand, I hope you do. It's like essentially, because there are all these small things that were like building to each other and constantly like, yeah, that was my favorite. Well, it wasn't really my favorite, but thing that happened was a small thing that happened that was in like this very, then there's no real like, everything just was meant more because of what it was. If I were to have to cut it down in that particular case, it would be just like, it would be how we handled the final fight, or just the last episode of things, because it felt like we started the campaign with these people without context. It feels like we ended it with these people not only with context, but even seeing themselves grow their own new context. So for me, it really was the everyone like at the end like truly just fuck, what was I saying? It's either that or the big group meeting where everybody's just like okay everybody, like we're the cast doing a whole song and everybody just that whole thing. I like those big group character moments. It's like yeah, I'd have to say like that also, just having everybody just spill their fucking guts. Oh god. Yeah, no, I felt stuff during that.
I'll feel you.
Wait, what?
What?
Did you say I feel you or I'll feel you?
I'll feel you, as in I'm going to touch you.
Okay.
Baby girl, what do you expect from me?
I could have expected either or. They could have been like a generic I feel the same way. Or you do what you always do, which is both of these are expected of one Sleepysheepy. I don't think I'm mischaracterizing you here.
I'm just saying, you've known me for longer than like anyone else in this call.
Yeah.
Weird to think about, because we knew each other, but we also didn't know each other on the level that we know each other now,
Yeah,
you
this
know?
was a whole like this is a person in my general vicinity. We watch movies sometimes.
Yeah.
Now it's like, yeah, I see Sleepy every day. Fuck that. No.
I'll fight you in a Denny's.
Aww. Also, we only recently started actually like DMing each other like in private messages. That's new. That's a new thing.
I'm just really bad about DMing people.
I'm not, but like you used to be one of those people who I was just kind of like yeah, it would be weird. Anyway.
No, it's normal.
I am in fact the DM first gremlin.
I love that. I need that in my life. I need more of that in my life.
Hey, somebody else DMs me first. I'm like, what did I do wrong? I'm either what did I do wrong, or I go like, I was like, aw, somebody else reached out to me. I'm now nervous. Oh my, I'm so flustered.
I can't get overwhelmed by it though. I think birthday messages are so kind and they always make me so happy. Jesus Christ, do I get so overwhelmed on my birthday.
Oh.
Wow.
I'm gonna scroll up and see if there's anything we missed while B is muted.
Oh yeah.
Also, we need to read for Judo, god.
Baby girl, I am literally playing video games.
I know. I was saying that like
Juno said,
yeah.
I think the elevator for me.
Aw. Listen, I am jingling the keys.
I wasn't expecting you to do it. I was yelling at myself. It's fine.
Juno,
Well, maybe you shouldn't
I
yell
want
at yourself.
To say, I'm going to call you out. Orion was such a fun character. I loved him. He's great.
Oh,
And you're very fun to play along with.
fun fact for chat, for a while, like, before the campaign, Juno and I low-key thought that Orion and Cass were gonna hook up. Or at the very least be a lot more flirty than they were. And then they just weren't.
Like any flirting you guys did was so not going anywhere. It was so Cass being Cass, Orion being Orion. This is not going anywhere.
No, I'm gonna say externally, I totally would have, like, if that had, it would not have surprised me if they had hooked up, like, at all.
Orion was
I
too
could see
shy.
the
I could see down the
I-
line the two of them doing something. Like, I know Cass's was Squall, but, I don't know, I'm Polly, and I would not put it past Casanova.
So it's not that I couldn't see it. It was more of a like I realized slowly as I was like, this is not going where we thought it was gonna go. My chat won't let me scroll up past the sandwich questions. So
I know we didn't miss anything before that, because that's when I had my pahoni out, but I don't have my pahoni anymore.
somebody says they're eating a tomato sandwich. Consumer doom. Oh, I don't know how to pronounce this word. I just told somebody at Panera the other day I don't know how to pronounce this word. So I'm gonna say it how the lady pronounced it, and she said everybody pronounces it differently, so just do whatever. Update on Orion actually turned a Capri salad into a sandwich, and he would get that. Hey, they're doing that at Panera Bread right now.
They have caprese salad sandwiches at Panera Bread?
Right now, it's for the summer. It's for late summer.
That young goose is in the ceiling. But also, fuck, I might need to go get a caprese salad sandwich.
Yeah, they have the salads and the sandwiches. I was gonna get one yesterday, but they were out of tomatoes, and I was like, oh.
I like tomato.
Yeah.
You know who loves tomato?
Mm-hmm.
My boyfriend. You
Sometimes I like saying things. It just, sometimes it's an alley-oop, Sleepy.
No. The reason I started giggling was because No Run burst out of the wall.
Yeah, no. It just like come out of nowhere. It's just in the wall.
I love how I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna pull up Pokemon because it'll be something I can do in the background without getting. Another one. I can't even see it.
Oh. Are we Pokemoning now? Is that what we're doing?
A little. Well, bro, I need you to tune into the stream for just a second.
I'm in the stream. I'm getting motion sickness. You have to tell me what's happening.
There's a guy in the wall.
Oh, it's on the wall. It's just in the wall. I snow run. I can't see you, bro. Hold on, I gotta Pokeball you out the wall. Oh, well, I guess the Pokeball went in the wall. I guess. Snow run was caught, I guess.
Oh god.
Cool.
You need to name the snow run wall.
I'll name it
Wally.
I love Wally. That is literally one of my favorite Disney movies of all time. I saw it in theaters, and like literally the fact that it freaking opened with like, put on your Sunday clothes, I was already sold. The minute that opened up.
I haven't seen Wally in a
You know
while.
what stinks though? I'm gonna be so ADD for a moment. I'm so sorry. I was in a production of Hello Dolly. Technically, I was in 2. I did it when I was a little itty bitty baby. But
itty bitty baby
I
Becca.
did it, and I was a little clown in Before the Parade Passes By. I've done community theater group for like ages until college. But I was double casted as Minnie Faye, which is like the tertiary lead female character. And I shared the role with another girl. But we were not in that scene. We were not in Put On Your Sunday Clothes when we were not when we were doing just our ensemble role. Because Minnie Faye comes on stage, like, pretty much, like, right after that scene. So, obviously, we couldn't be in it when we were Minnie, but, like, the other nights when we were not Minnie, we weren't in that scene. So I was, like, kind of disappointed that I did not get to be in Sunday Clothes. I didn't get to do that song. It was fine. It was just, like, really funny, because I was just like, oh, man! It's like, I love this.
We need more long way home questions.
I'm scrolling up. Hallow has asked, how would Reuben react to the information that a bunch of people beyond the fourth wall would die for him? Don't do that. Please don't do that. I can't tell you what to do, but also tell you what to do, don't do that.
Oh, I have a question, if we wanted to think on this, and this is going to be a fun question because I actually have to sit here and think on this, but Sleepy has inspired it. Who do you think would be the different parties' Pokemon? Like partner
Dragalge.
I need to think who Kithri would have.
I could make Casanova a full team right now. It would not be hard.
Didn't you do that? Isn't that a thing you already did?
No.
Who did it?
Mirror.
Ah.
I make Pokemon teams for my characters frequently.
Oh, right, you've made Casanova in Pokemon multiple times and have not made a team for Casanova.
Yes, Cass would have, obviously he would have a Dragalge. He would also most certainly have, Lovedisc, Gorbis, Bruxfish. Honestly, he might just have all fish. Like, just a bunch of pink guys. There's no boat Pokemon. I guess he... Oh, Shiny Lapras. Oh, what are all the NPC crewmate pronouns? That's a question for B, and he's not here right now. Sage is they, them. I know that. Anatole might be he, they. I might have a list of these somewhere, actually. I don't remember.
So, you want to know the worst thing?
Oh.
I asked the question.
Yeah.
But I'm not actually sure.
That's so fair.
I mean,
we might not have... Oh
like,
my god. Oh, sorry. I thought I fucked up my headphones. I didn't, actually.
Castiform is the little weather cloud guy, right?
Yeah. It even has a storm form for Basement Sun and Baby.
Oh, cute. So I think Kithri would have one of those. What is a small and sassy Pokemon?
Tinkaton. I don't know if you'd have a full... Maybe a Tinkatink. No, Tinkatuff. That's the middle evolution. I don't know if you are in the ground.
I think she would have something of that evolution set.
I feel like the middle Evo is what's giving me the vibe. Because not the full giant hammer that would be, like, difficult to use on the boat, but, like, the middle Evo. With, like, the smaller wrench hammer thing. You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah, oh, I'm looking at it. I didn't remember what it looked like, so I had to find it. Oh, yeah, definitely. That feels very appropriate. It even has, like, a poofy ponytail bun thing. Bro said... Oh, bros.
I just got back.
I was trying to look up a Pokemon, so I was...
I see.
I asked the question, but I didn't actually have an answer.
You're so valid. So... Ouch. So my brain immediately went like, oh, come on. Why are you doing an alarm right now? It's 8:30. Right, I forgot that I had an 8:30. For no reason. It doesn't go towards anything. It never has.
Yeah, it does. It lets you know when it's 8:30.
Yeah. No, my brain was just like, okay, let's just imagine Reuben with a Pokemon for a second. My brain was like, yeah, an Axew. And I was like, well, okay. It's like, would you like to go further? Okay. It's like, have you considered a Cubone? And I'm like, you are a bastard. And that was my two thoughts. Thumbs up.
Marowak or Alolan Marowak?
Then I think Alolan.
That's what I thought.
I had to remember what Marowak looked like for a second, and then it's
Where did
yeah,
this-
this makes more sense.
The spew just fucking faded into the ether. With the loss of our host, though, unless there are any more last-minute questions, I do think we could start wrapping up.
Yeah.
It is looking like he's not going to be around for a while. And don't worry, chat. Anything missed, you can always bother us. Ears.
Oh, wait. We do have the legitimate, because we said this at the beginning of every episode. I'm just making sure, just because, you know, it was mentioned again, so I don't know if it was missed. Pastry asks, what are the NPC? Oh, wait. Oh,
NPC
never mind.
pronouns.
NPC. Right, I misunderstood. Misunderstood the question. I can't answer that, so you'd have to wait for me to say it.
Yeah, a lot of
the
the unfortunate thing is the B questions, we can't really answer, so just ping him.
Yeah.
Also, this is a Switch 2. Sorry, my ear got wicked itchy all of a sudden. But yeah, like I said, if no more questions, this will be uploaded to the YouTube. It will be at the end of the playlist, and I do have to put my fingers together. Chat. My sweet, beloved, dearest, most amazing chat. There is a special announcement coming in less than a week. On Friday, the 1st, at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go to the YouTube. It'll upload alongside the regular YouTube upload. It's fine. It's gonna be put everywhere on social media. But there's a big special announcement. It's got a video tied to it, and that's how you know it's cool. Yay? Yay? Other than that, though, you can find my friends' places. We are all in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord and you're watching this, why are you not? I'm tired, because I was doing a lot of moving and schmoving today. So, I think I'm gonna end stream. So, chat, please remember to drink water and take care of yourself, because you're worth it. Bye-bye! No one else said bye. They usually do. I'm hitting the button.